Hey, what is up, everyone? Some Epic Cruiser, back at you with another epic video. So I was here on Screen Rant, and I saw this article, and I thought, you know what, why not? Let's go ahead and discuss this. Loot boxes are gambling, and must be regulated, says the UK House of Lords, which sounds like something straight out of Game of Thrones, but it is what it is. So UK Parliament firmly establishes that loot boxes and video games are gambling, calling for them to face strict regulation under existing gambling laws. And you know what? I agree 100%. Loot boxes, I mean, Jesus, this is something that shouldn't even exist, in my opinion. But you know what? Let's get into it. So anyway, so the United Kingdom's House of Lords, Lords Edward Stark, has ruled that loot boxes should be classed as gambling, arguing that they should face tougher regulation under the country's existing gambling laws. Loot boxes have become commonplace in recent years and are one of the most popular types of microtransactions in games. However, they have also proven to be controversial with players due to the fact that they usually have to be purchased with or otherwise pressure players to pay real money, and that's where the real problem comes in. Like, I don't mind the loot box as a whole if I could just play the game for 2 hours and I get enough points to unlock maybe 1, maybe 2. I mean, that sounds fair to me. I'm playing the game, and then, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, oh yeah, I've got enough points, I can get 2 of them, right? To me, if it's that way, it's not really a big deal, but not a whole lot of games do it that way, unfortunately. So anyway, so loot boxes are essentially just monetized versions of the loot drops that have been common in games for many years. The main criticism of the items focus on the way they offer randomized rewards and can be very costly, especially when bought in bulk. There have even been cases where children have inadvertently spent large sums of money on IRL game items, with loot boxes being a common culprit. That hasn't stopped loot boxes from becoming widespread in highly successful games such as EA's FIFA soccer franchise and other sports games. Although some games like Call of Duty have dropped them in favor of battle passes. Alright, well, fair enough. Call of Duty dropped them. Fair enough. I'm not actually a Call of Duty guy, so I can't really, comment on, Call of Duty. But anyway, so the House of Lords, the Lord Edward Stark division, the lower house of the UK Parliament has released a report that states that loot boxes are games chance, or Game of Thrones. I'm kidding. Otherwise known as gambling. As first reported by the BBC, that's, something else, the Lords have ruled the controversial in-game rewards should be classified as gambling and therefore come under the country's strict gambling laws. The official report claims that if a product looks like gambling and feels like gambling, it should be regulated as gambling. Which, hey, fair enough, that's exactly what it is. Of particular concern to the gambling committee is the fact that loot boxes can be easily accessed by children, prompting them to say that the government must act immediately to bring loot boxes within the remit of gambling legislation and regulation, according to Lord Edward Stark. The UK is not the first country to look at regulating loot boxes. Belgium and the Netherlands have already banned most forms of loot boxes, having passed forward-looking laws in 2018 to heavily restrict their implementation, prompting games that have loot boxes or releases to leave them out in their regional versions. The U.S. Senate has also taken a close look at loot boxes and other similar in-game purchases in recent months, with several bills put forward by lawmakers that seek to ban the practice. You know what? If they can get this banned, hey, that sounds good to me, man. I mean, loot boxes are lame. Like, anyway you slice it, like, loot boxes are lame. Like I said, it depends. If you can just play the game and unlock them, at a pretty fast pace, say 1 hour, 2 hours maybe. Oh, you got a loot box, for example. This game I play, there's no resistance. It has a sort of loot box, but you don't pay any money for that. You unlock them. For example, by just playing the game. You do the daily missions, you do the weekly mission, and guess what? You get two loot boxes right there. And then if you have enough points, you can get a third one. So 2 hours of gameplay, I got 3 loot boxes. That sounds good to me. So anyway, so it only seems like I'm out of time before loot boxes face strict restriction on the world, although they have become an important source of revenue for many developers and publishers. The concerns over gambling addiction certainly need addressing. This is especially true considering how easy it is for young children to purchase loot boxes in popular games, as well as the cruel threat of relapse that adult gambling addicts face when trying to play formerly innocent franchises. Many players might also be happy to see the back of them. I'm not sure what that means. I said it would mean they don't have to spend real cash to unlock extra content. At least not at random, with duplicates frequently undermining every roll of the dice. I mean, that's another thing I do want to talk about. Yeah, sometimes you'll get something that you already got. Like, what the hell? I mean, like I said, in Resistance, you don't actually do that. Like, once you unlock it, that's it. It's removed from the pool. So I think that definitely, if this actually happens, if they actually do, do some heavy, regulation here to the loot boxes, or they just outright ban them, or what the hell, I mean, I think that's good. I think loot boxes are lame, in my opinion. I think loot boxes, I mean, I think loot boxes are lazy, and on top of that, they're also, greedy. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things where you go like, I don't know. I mean, do we need them? Nah, I don't think so. I think well, I mean, it depends on how they do it. Like I said, Resistance is a good example of how to do loot boxes. You don't pay a single cent, and you know what? Guess what? You play the game and you unlock stuff. You know what I mean? That's how it should be. None of that money shit. You know what I mean? And by the way, I recorded this whole video standing up, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, let me know if you made it this far into the video. By the way, I will know if you made it this far into the video because of what I'm about to say next. I absolutely love The Last of Us Part 2. I thought it was a masterpiece. Come at me, bro. Oh, and I want to add this real quick. Last of Us Part 2 is the best game I have ever played in my entire life. If you're still here, you're hearing this, let me know in the comment section. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Come at me. Last of Us 2 was awesome. Best game ever made. Come at me, bro. Anyway, so make sure to comment and subscribe for more important, for more epic videos like this one. And I will see you guys in another one. Let me know what you guys think about this whole loot box thing in the comment section, right? See you guys later with another one. Later.